This summer I'm going to make 6 films. I'm going to make 6 films from this book title. I'm going to do the NC 500 across Scotland. I'm going to film all of it, and I'm going to upload a vlog every week. Yeah, this is going to be a good summer. And just like that, the summer was over. It's been months since it was warm. It's now nearly November. And what do I have to show for it? I had a nice enough time. It was a good summer, at points. But I'm back at uni now. I'm back with my creative friends. I'm back around the relentless creators. They're everywhere. G!
Hello, Janito.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
What I had to do to be in a vlog was not live with you anymore, which is so heartbreaking. But that's what I had to do.
Yeah, I think so. I think we just needed to move out from each other. So I'm calling everyone in our uni a relentless creator. Would you say, if you are a relentless creator and you think that is what you are, what would you say you're relentlessly creative about?
Do you know what? I actually don't know if I am. I think I'm a relentlessly creative thinker. I don't know if I relentlessly create though.
It varies, but like kind of anything I'm passionate about and just like making sure that whatever I'm producing like has some sort of value or meaning behind it.
But so what would you say you're relentlessly creative about? Would you say piano and music, or would you say it's...
I'd say independent from the course, taking pictures, taking loads of photos for photography series. I always am making.
There's already enough like design out there that's just like looks good and doesn't really like add anything to the world. So I mean, I guess just bringing like some sort of like value.
The reason I asked this question is a year ago I made a video called The Relentless Creator. It was a spoof on who I thought I was going to become and who I thought Kingston art students were.
The relentless creator is somebody who finds the academic world and the jobs that come with it utterly avoidable, focusing on purely creating magical, creative projects to make people feel some kind of emotion.
I now am one. I very much became the character that I created over a year ago. Most recently I've become a relentless creator about my room, about the space around me. I feel like if I have the option to control the space of which I am mainly in, whether that be a studio or a bedroom, I will inhabit it and make it mine as best I can. So I've decided, as a part of my room expansion, I want to spray paint the frames of some of my favourite images, such as this one. I want them to match a little bit better. This was the first attempt. A good idea that, as you can see, it is raining. After yesterday's very rainy failure, today it's not so bad, so we got these two. We're going to do them. Red, more blue, and in my best attempt to look like Van Lystad. To be creative, I have to be inspired, and I was not feeling very creative this summer, and I think coming out of that was a lack of inspiration. Not being surrounded by my creative friends made me realise I'm not getting much creative into me. So, I went to go see Tom Sachs in London. You see, Tom Sachs is a fascinating artist to go and study. He's my favourite artist, or he's my favourite artist mentor. He mentored Van and Casey Neistat into becoming the filmmakers and the creators that they are. They, inadvertently, have mentored me into becoming a filmmaker. So seeing that feels like it's seeing my, I don't know, once removed creative inspiration. And what I really noticed when I was out in London was I was so happy it was autumn again, which is just kind of weird. It was cold, it wasn't comfortable, but for a sacrifice of a happy summer buzz, there's this autumn creative drive to get on. And I kind of love seeing that. And I loved feeling that. When I was in Toronto, I used to take these very ambitious, very slightly stupid shots. I was just so scared of getting this camera stolen. The last one I had, it was worth like about £100, 150. I think I didn't care so much. I thought if it gets taken, obviously I'll be really bummed out, but it's not going to cost me an arm and a leg to get this one. Whereas the one I've got now it's got a little bit more value and a little bit more, it means a bit more to me. This film was initially focusing on completion and finishing projects and maybe taking stuff over the line that you thought you'd left behind. However, I've realised the difficulty of completing a project. I mean, I was trying to complete a book that I was making for another film. This film was meant to be my big magnum opus return film to making episodes and stuff on YouTube. The film ended up shooting me in the foot. I had someone to interview and they said no, which kind of threw off the whole thing. And then to partner that up, I had a book to design to go with it. This is a time lapse of me planning on completing a 25 to 30 page session of design. I designed one page. One page. Took me that long. It took me like half an hour. Sometimes finishing a project is something you think you just throw away. Nah, whatever. Pretty much done. No. Absolutely not. I had another film all summer, haven't mentioned it yet. It's called The Man Who Couldn't Sleep. However, it never got finished. I couldn't get that perfect one shot of me looking at this TV, panning over to the bed. It didn't work, especially as a one-man camera crew. And the other question I wanted to ask was, over the summer, did you have any projects? Do you have any things that were like, you were meant to do with summer and you've just kind of abandoned it now? Now we're back into winter.
There was one thing that I really wanted to do, which was like deconstruct my photography book into sections and like kind of give out like slips with a photo in each slip, and then the slip had like information on the like kind of moment behind the photo.
Yeah, well, I really wanted to make a series of books called coffee table books that are, which I'm purposely not doing, because I nearly did them for the project we've got at the moment, but I purposely didn't do them because I just want them to be independent, and I want them to be a series of really beautifully designed, quite heavy, like big books.
Yeah.
That with like content matter and like about the home and about coffee tables and coffee books, but you can't open any of them.
So will you be finishing that?
I don't know. Yes.
I haven't started, but I really want to.
I have a rule, which I have not been keeping up to. If a project is left for 2 months, you can decide if you're going to revisit it. If it goes to 3 months, you have to accept it's done. Obviously there's exceptions, but to me, 3 months of not finishing a project shows that maybe you're not passionate enough. If you're working on it for 3 months, different rule. If it gets to 3 months and you've just not even looked at it, moving on. Accept that it's over.